Hey kids!
Hey guys, we're in the Austrian city of Innsbruck today.
Oh, have you seen any kangaroos?
That's Australia, Grandma.
Austria is a landlocked country sandwiched between Eastern and Western Europe, and the city of Innsbruck is located at the heart of the most mountainous region. Barely across the border from Germany, Innsbruck is famous for its ski resorts, hiking trails, and beautiful pastel-colored buildings.
Your grandmother and I thought about retiring in Innsbruck.
Why didn't you?
Your grandfather's afraid of bears.
No, it was too far away.
It's a beautiful day, I'm running away. Don't bother to Facebook message or call me, 'cause I'm living life in airplane mode and everything is okay. I just want to play, unplug for the day and live in the moment, 'cause I'm living life in airplane mode, yeah.
Innsbruck is the fourth largest city in all of Austria. It's got about 100,000 people living in it, and it's almost completely surrounded by these big, beautiful mountains. The mountains are part of the Alps, which continue through Austria all the way from Switzerland to Salzburg. People have been living in this valley for over 1,500 years.
The name Innsbruck even comes from its Roman title Onipons, Oni being the Roman name for the Inn River, and Pons meaning the bridge or brook crossing it. It has been the home of emperors, archdukes, revolutionaries, and scholars. Innsbruck has also been the location of the Winter Olympics twice, and the spirit of activity still lives on today. Whether you come in the winter or the summer, there's always plenty of active things to do. With the vast mountains, skiing and snowboarding is one of the most popular reasons for people to visit Innsbruck. Surrounding the city is over 500 kilometers of ski trails, from simple family runs to challenging courses for the skilled winter sports person.
You know, dear, we were once in the Winter Olympics.
What event were you in?
Figure skating. For one of the events, I lifted your grandmother up with one arm and spun her around.
Sure, Grandpa.
What? You don't believe me?
Yeah, Smoofer, what are you saying? Are you saying Grandma's overweight?
No, I'm saying that Grandpa has no upper body strength.
I'll show you.
Dear, you couldn't even beat Smoofer at an arm wrestle.
Hey!
Yes, I could.
But even though Innsbruck is primarily known as a good location for skiing holidays, the charm still remains when the snow is gone. In warmer weather, cycling is the best way to get around. And the mountains and valleys around Innsbruck are the perfect place to hike and see the Austrian wildlife. From high in the mountains, the view is amazing.
Plus, the Alps are home to some very interesting wildlife, from birds to frogs and even bears. But if you want to see a bunch of them up close without hiking through the Alps, one of your best bets is here at the Alpen Zoo.
The Alpen Zoo is the only zoo in the world to specialize in animals found in the Alpines. Over 2,000 animals live within the zoo, which is built into the side of the mountains. Because of this, there is a lot of climbing.
Truly, one of the most beautiful things about this zoo is the view.
We can't do hills anymore.
Is it because you're too old?
No, it's because we're too lazy.
In the middle of the zoo, you'll find a random gravestone belonging to Richard Henry Tooth, who died at age 23. The grave was here long before the zoo was built in 1962, and so it has been kept as an interesting peculiarity amongst the animals. Whether you're looking for a glimpse at a lynx, view the regional aquatic life, or pet animals on the farm, the Alpen Zoo is a good day out for all the family.
Did you know that Innsbruck is the capital of Tyrol?
Not the capital of Austria. That's Vienna.
That's right. Tyrol is a federation state.
Innsbruck was actually part of Bavaria during the Napoleonic Wars.
And after World War II, Tyrol was governed by France for about 10 years until Austria regained independence.
Tyrol just keeps coming back to Austria, like a boomerang.
Boomerang? Are you sure we're not in Australia?
In the center of Innsbruck is an area called the Old Town. Although the city was hit by 22 bombing attacks during World War II, there is still plenty to see if you look around. Some of the landmarks were rebuilt, and others survived completely intact.
One example is the Golden Roof building. Completed in 1500, the roof of this building is decorated with 2,738 copper tiles. It was originally built to mark the wedding of Emperor Maximilian I, so he and his entourage could enjoy festivals from above. With its Renaissance, Rococo and Baroque buildings, the Old Town is beautifully colourful and always bustling with life. And right at its heart is St. Anne's Column, a symbol of pride for the people of the Tyrol region. It has watched over the city for over 300 years.
There's a fresco painting on the balcony of the Golden Roof of Maximilian beside two ladies. One is his third wife, Bianca, and the other is his first wife, Mary.
Well, that isn't awkward at all.
First and third? Why not his second wife?
His second marriage to Anne was annulled. It was a marriage by proxy, so I suppose some could argue they were never technically married.
Oh, that's not the reason there were two women in that painting. Poor Maximilian just wanted a nice painting of him and his new wife Bianca. But thanks to his crazy ex-in-laws, he had to include Mary.
You see, kids, Maximilian had made strong allies through his first marriage, and then Mary died in a riding accident, so he didn't want there to be any hard feelings with her family when the Golden Roof was designed.
Crazy in-laws. Can't leave well enough alone. Always hopping. Always at your back. You could lay the world at their feet and it wouldn't be enough.
Oh dear.
The world is not enough. How many roads must a man walk down before you could call him a man?
They love you.
In 1971, a mildly drunk Douglas Adams lay down in a field in Innsbruck, and he gazed up at the stars and wondered what it would be like to hitchhike around the galaxy, as he was hitchhiking around Austria. And that was when he had his great idea for the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy book series. Cut off from the rest of the world by mountains kilometers high, it's not surprising that the mind wanders, thinking about how much there is to see.
Even your grandmother and I haven't seen everything, kiddo. You can travel your whole life and still not get enough of it.
The more you see, do, and know, the more clearly you see the big picture. We're not through learning.
Whatever happened to we're too lazy?
We're old and we would rather take a bus up the mountain, but we're not bored with this world.
Never. Your parents may have always hated me, but that doesn't mean I dislike them. I mean, sure, they tried to push us apart. And there was that one time when they kidnapped you to keep you away from me. And that other time, when they kidnapped me and shipped me off to Peru in a crate. And what in-laws don't hire a hitman to pursue their son-in-law? I mean, they were great people apart from all those problems. And the way they always picked on everything I did. Plus, they always hated my hair. They're the reason I turned grey. You know what? I really don't like your parents. Judgmental lunatics. Why, I got it. You know, if we hadn't been traveling before I met you, I'd have been started just to get away from them. I tell you, nah!